Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Yusuf Nurkic.
You know, a trend like this isn't going to please the coach or the front office. He's been a little more focused on other parts of his game, and rebounding is something he needs to put more emphasis on, and I'm sure they've talked to him about it.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court, and it's De Silva in at the small forward position. And for the Jazz, Markkanen and Kessler are the big men. Keontae George out there with Sviatoslav Mikhailuk, and it's Bailey in at the three. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Now here's Markkanen. And the three-pointer goes.
Yeah, look, you know Markkanen has this kind of range. That defense has got to get out on him.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. And he drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
George outside, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now here's Suggs. Picked by Carter. Carter on the wing. Hey, from beyond the arc. Utah grabs the miss. We played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Mikhailuk, guarded by Bain. And that one's good. Markkanen.
Quick hands there from Lowry into his motion fast.
And here's Suggs, doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Markkanen. 6 points for him. Utah moving the ball around. Off target from three-point range.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
The three from Banchero. Buries it from three. Banchero's got 5.
Well, a sharp start for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Back over to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Bain. The Jazz making their last shot. Fast break, Utah. Here's Mikhailuk. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, the Jazz have traded away a lot of their veterans, but all-star Lauri Markkanen still remains. After a down shooting season a year ago, perhaps he needs to build his value back up around the league before they would consider moving him.
He can heat up in a hurry. Appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And while they've continued to progress into an elite defense, the Magic knew they had to improve offensively.
And balancing a roster is tricky, B.A. You don't want to lose that defensive identity, but you got to give up something to get something back.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. George. Last game out, he had 38 points. Markkanen against Carter. 6 to shoot. The shot by Mikhailuk, no good.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Back to Banchero. Outside Bane. Banchero the screen. Shot from the top of the key. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
Stepping in from the line. It's easy money for Bane now.
George passes to Kessler. George feels it out a bit. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And the technical free throw is good. Coach, you were telling me earlier, when it comes to coaching, you believe there's a difference between philosophy and style.
Absolutely. In my mind, philosophy is about your core principles, and those don't change, while style is built around your personnel. Therefore, it's got to be more flexible.
Markkanen with a screen on Suggs. George for 3. Unloads. The Jazz again can't hit.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Here's Bane. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
Well, we have seen Bane accept more responsibility on offense over time, and he's getting to the line even more.
And finished off by Kessler.
Well, it doesn't take much for Kessler to catch that lob and slam it home.
Markkanen against Banchero. Here's Bailey. It's rebounded by Banchero. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Inside, deflects the pass. Markkanen against Banchero. Markkanen, the pass to George. And he lobs it up top. Pass to Mikhailuk. The 3 is up. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Mikhailuk's got 5 points.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Bataze's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Desmond Bane. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 3. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
Here's Mikhailuk following the 3-point basket by Orlando. Kessler with it. 8 points in his last time out. Fires in the triple.
Well, this is why George's coaches encourage him to keep shooting from deep, because they know he's only going to get better.
Pass to Bataze. Here's Banchero. Bataze a screen on Markkanen. Banchero drives. And it's blocked by Kessler. Here's Mikhailuk. Black defending. Now here's George. On the clock. And it's all from 3-point range.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
And then Carroll gets it to go. The Jazz have gone 6 of 11 so far. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in the big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Jones, he's checked in for Suggs. Here's Bailey. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Top of the key. Basket's good.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Now here's Jones. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Natase a screen on Markkanen. Here's Banchero. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
Well, he's been hot out of the gates, 4 for 5, and he might just be getting started.
Bailey, the pass to Markkanen. Utah moving the ball around. Takes the 3. Drains the triple. Markkanen's got 9 points.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
They set a pick. Black outside. Pass to Jones. And here's Black. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, yeah, and you can tell Black is very comfortable finishing right under the rim. Has such good hops.
Now here's Markkanen. 9 points in the game. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Black.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Natase with a screen. Pass to De Silva. Banchero outside. Up top, Black. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Jones' shot is good. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Comes in for Bailey, and it's Collier in for Mikhailuk. Howard's checked in for Orlando. For Utah, they've gone 8 for 14 from the floor. George outside. Markkanen misses.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Well, Stan, if you had the opportunity to coach Paolo Banchero, what would your message to him be?
Well, look, B.A., he doesn't need my notes, but I'd just urge him to refine his jump shot. He has incredible size and skill.
Free throw drops for Banchero. And this young Magic team plays a stifling brand of defense, Stan.
Yeah, the best we've seen in Orlando since the Hall of Famer Dwight Howard patrolled the paint. That team also had great coaching.
He's perfect from the line this time. And over the 5 decades of the Jazz franchise history, almost half of those years, they were coached by the great Jerry Sloan.
Well, the Jazz were a team that took on Jerry Sloan's toughness and a willingness to fight at all times. Those days are in the past, but they still echo in Utah.
Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
And he hits the first of 3. For Lauri Markkanen, a really talented scorer, Stan. How do you think he's fared with more responsibility?
B.A., I think he's done very well. He's a prototypical stretch 4 who scores at an efficient rate And with his elevated role, he's just grown in his confidence.
Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. He hits the second from the line. And you look for bright spots in this developing core for Utah, Grant. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, B.A. You have two gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen and Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker, manning the middle.
And he can't make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, it's hard to remember that Markkanen had a slow start to his pro career, because now he's a candidate for the 50-40-90 club almost every year.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, "When someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri." Guys, back to you.
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Orlando with the ball, following the 3 by Utah. Pass to Bataze. Orlando moving the ball around. There's Howard with the 3. Utah grabs the miss.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Collier. Here's Hendricks, guarded by Howard. That one goes. Count it. And now it's a 4-point Jazz lead.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
George against Jones. To the inside. Isaac. And the dunk by Isaac.
And that was a big man play by Isaac, going in with intention and dunking it.
The Jazz shooting at around 59%. Their offense is clicking right now. Pass to Collier. Here's Markkanen. The jumper from the wing off target.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Jones in the post. George defending. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Hendricks. And the layup is good off the glass. Hendricks has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Now Black. Clock at 6. Pass to Howard. The 17-footer. And that one comes up a bit short. And so it's Lauri Markkanen making things happen for Utah. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be right back. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
On the court for Orlando, they've got Goga Bitadze. Desmond Bane is out there with Anthony Black. Then there's Jonathan Isaac, and it's Howard in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Isaac, and there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call. The league is already buzzing about this year's 3-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The 3-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
Well, you look at Bane, a few players ahead of him in voting. But if he can hold on to his number 5 spot, he'll be in the 3-point contest.
He's a guy you need to have there. I'm pretty sure he'll be competing All-Star Weekend, and he's got a shot to win it all.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a 3-point shot now, but this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
No good on that one. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
And he can't hit the second. Magic trail by 4. Batase with a screen. Out to the right wing. Here's Hendricks. That one no good. Oh, great D that time from Isaac. Orlando has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Black passes to Howard for 3. Knocks down the long J.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pass to Sensabaugh. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
Yeah, when he sets the pick, Nurkic can do different things on the roll. Makes him hard to track.
Outside Bane. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Batase. Lays it up and banks it in.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreaking.
Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Magic trail by 3. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Bane. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Here's Nurkic. Orlando grabs the miss. Batase's got his 4th rebound in this one. Black outside. Rebounded by Nurkic. Utah leading by 3. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. A different look for Utah. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Filipowski. Bailey comes in for Hendricks. And Mikhailuk subbed in for Sensabaugh. Then for Orlando, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Batase. And Suggs is subbed in for Black. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Suggs surveys the D. Pass to Carter. Outside Bane. Here he goes. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, that's not what the defense wants to see. Bane is dangerous when he gets downhill.
Utah leading by 3. Here's Mikhailuk. Here's Bailey. Here's Mikhailuk. Guarded by Howard. Markkanen for 3. Ooh, Markkanen showing off the range there.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Isaac outside. Back to Suggs. Orlando moving the ball around. Howard, the pass to Suggs. Shot clock at 6. From the wing, and Orlando tacks on 2 more.
He's confident with his stroke. Suggs, no hesitation there at all.
Pass to Nurkic. Now here's Markkanen. Here's Mikhailuk. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Lakers.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Now here's Carter, defended by Nurkic. Carter, the pass to Bane. A leaner. And the jumper falls for him. And now it's just a 2-point Jazz lead.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Markkanen looking it over to the paint. Here's Nurkic. Unable to get that one. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Magic. And following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Warriors at Chase Center in San Francisco. And this will be game 6 of 7 out on the road. Their long trip almost over. Like Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Kessler, he's checked in for Utah.
At the line for your Jazz, Sviatoslav Mikhailuk, shooting 1.
Magic trail by 5. Outside Carter. Back to Payne. 6 on the shot clock. Payne with another miss.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Here's Collier. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Lakers. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. This break gives us a chance to look back on the last month and see which teams racked up the most points in transition. The Jazz second.
This team has been playing at a fast pace offensively, and it's worked out for them during this last month.
So for the Magic, Banchero's checked in for Isaac. De Silva comes in for Howard, and Black subbed in for Bain. For 3, Collier. Utah with another miss. Magic trail by 5. Black outside. Deflected.
Well, there's Markkanen putting his 7-foot frame to use with the block.
Bailey's shot is off. Orlando has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. And Carroll with a screen on Kessler. Now here's Suggs. He has 7. And they're pushing it up. Here's Bailey. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Yeah, with those long strides, it doesn't take Bailey long at all to get up the floor.
Right wing. From 20 feet. Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Bailey. The 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Bailey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you know, Bailey isn't going to pass on those chances. He's looking to make an impact on the arc.
And here's Banchero. Shot clock at 6. Pass to De Silva. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Jazz leading by 8. Now here's Markkanen. And here's Bailey for 3. No luck on that one. The Magic have gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Here's Carter. Back to Suggs. Shoots over Collier. Suggs, no good. Utah's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Here's Mikhailuk. Give him 8 points now. Markkanen, the pass to Mikhailuk. And here's Bailey for 3. Orlando with a rebound. And here's Suggs. Utah grabs the miss. Markkanen's got 5 rebounds tonight. For 3, Collier. He buries it from 3. And the Jazz lead by 11.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. George, he's checked in for Utah. Batase's checked in for Orlando. Jones comes in for Suggs. Orlando with the ball. 11-point game. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year.
And somewhat surprisingly, the club split their 2 meetings last year.
Yeah, these non-conference matchups are a good measuring stick for a team. Taking on less familiar opponents can tell you a lot.
Utah has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, that's what Bailey has to get used to as a rookie. Plenty of rugged defense when he brings it inside.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, a versatile scorer and intimidating defender. Ace Bailey's confidence and length are why he went in the top 5.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
And they're ahead, but doing themselves no favors at the line.
Pass to Bataze. And here's Bankero, started by Markkanen. Oh, Bankero throws it down.
I mean, it's incredible. Bankero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Utah leading by 10. Here's Mikhailuk. And here's Bailey for 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Now here's Black. 17 points in his last outing. Outside Jones. Pass to De Silva. From deep, Bankero. Ooh, Bankero with the touch from deep.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team. And Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. Jones has got his second basket on the night.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Down low. Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Inexcusable defense. You can't let Kessler get established inside like this.
Bankero against Markkanen. Now here's Bankero. Defense is right there. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Bankero.
Markkanen outside. Fires the 3. Jones grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Black outside. Pass to De Silva. Now Bataze. 4 on the clock. Jones from outside. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 6 rebounds in the game. George passes to Kessler. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. Kessler, a screen on Jones. Here's George. No good on the shot. Jones with some nice D. Magic trail by 9. Bankero outside. And stolen by Markkanen. All sorts of time. And he makes it. Bailey's got 11 points in the quarter.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Outside Jones. And there it is for us. Jones has got 8 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so it's Utah with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've been lights out from deep. And it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. They trail by 9. Markkanen and Kessler are the big men. George out there with Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. And it's Bailey in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Banchero finds Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
This is what makes Banchero a difficult cover. His ability to pass it well in screen and rolls.
Utah leading by 7. George outside. To the inside. Here's Bailey. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Now here's Suggs. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist. He's got 9.
Look, Suggs knows how to assert himself inside. You give him a lane and he will attack.
George with it. Now guarded by Suggs. And here's Bailey for 3. Orlando with the rebound.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, Suggs has gained confidence as a scorer. He doesn't mind getting hit inside like that.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Suggs.
Well, one thing you like about Jalen Suggs is this guy's a hard worker. You see that on the court, and you see it off in the way he's continued to work on his game.
Suggs hits them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Jazz leading by 5. George outside. Markkanen outside. 3-pointer. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Pass to Bain. Picked by Carter. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, Kessler with the block.
Well, they might think twice before bringing it inside again. Kessler with ferocious interior defense.
And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Suggs with the bucket.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Here's Bailey. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Bailey's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, the shots are falling for Bailey tonight. His energy and focus on offense have been everything we hoped for.
And Carroll finds Bain. Kessler with a rebound. Utah leading by 4. Here's Bailey. 19 points in the game.
Magic foul call.
Here's a look at some stats for Keontae George.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And he knocks down the first one. also good, so he hits both free throws. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. George against Suggs. Inside. Oh, they pick off the pass. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Mikhailuk, guarded by Bain. George outside. Pass to Bailey. Beyond the arc. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 9th assist of the game now. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Here are the shooting guards with the best free throw percentage over the past month. Desmond Bain is second.
He's the last person you want to be sending to the line. And by the way he gets defended, you can tell most guys know that.
Magic trail by 9. Suggs with it. He's got 14. Outside Bain. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Banchero. Banchero hammers it home.
Yeah, there's not much Banchero can't do in the pick and roll set. He's comfortable as the roller or with the ball in his hands.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Mikhailuk, pass to Markkanen. Here's Bailey. 24 points for him.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Banchero. Looking to get back on track. Here's De Silva. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz leading by 7. Here's Bailey. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Markkanen, the pass to Mikhailuk. Three-pointer, no good. Orlando has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Pass to Suggs. And here's Bain. Banchero left side. There's the 3. On target from range. And now just a 4-point Jazz lead.
And you can run offense through Banchero time and time again. I mean, he is a special talent.
Now here's Markkanen. The 3. Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Carter's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, watch Carter Jr.'s control. He sets a solid screen and then shifts right to his spot.
Here's Mikhailuk. Give him 8 points now. To the wing, right side. Clock at 6. George for 3. Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got his 8th rebound here tonight. When we talk about Keontae George, what stands out to you the most, Dan?
Good question, B.A. I don't know that I'd pick one area. He's good at a wide variety of things. Can handle the ball, pass it, score it, and that gives you flexibility in terms of the guys you put around him.
The 3 from Bain. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to George. To the paint. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Markkanen. Then for Orlando. Bataze comes in for Carter. And Black subbed in for Desmond Bain. Here's Kessler. Here's Bailey. They can't stop the run with that one. Now Suggs. Pass to Bataze. And Bataze throws it down.
Nice use of the pick. Suggs knew where he wanted to go with the ball and got it there.
George against Suggs. Foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Out to the wing. Now here's Kessler. Back to George. 5 to shoot. Oh, there's the alley. Kessler, no good.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Now here's George. Hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Black. Ben Carroll, left side. Shoots over Filipowski. Ben Carroll, no good. Utah leading. Mikhailuk, pass to George. Back to Mikhailuk. Utah moving the ball around. To the right side. Pass to Bailey. Fires for 3. Hits the trifecta. Bailey's got 27 points.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Here's Ben Carroll. Over to the left wing. Here's Bailey. Sinks that one from the post. And it's a 7-point Jazz lead. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Utah.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
They also excelled defensively tonight, particularly inside. Tons of shots sent back, which was a treat to watch.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim, turning an easy bucket into a miss.
Here's Suggs. No good again that time. Jazz leading by 7. Charity stripe shot. That shot is off. Now here's Black. The D's right on him. And Lataze throws it down.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Drains the 3 while he's being fouled. And he might be able to make this a 4-point play.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Utah. Collier comes in for Mikhailuk, then for Orlando. Howard's checked in for De Silva, and it's Jones in for Suggs. Orlando with the ball. 9-point game. Pass to Black. Nice move. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Wow, what a strong finish by Black. Sticking with it through the contact.
And one young guy who's really a good on-ball defender, Anthony Black.
Yeah, B.A., that's where he's made an immediate impact. He's a big guard, a smooth athlete, great body control. Really tough to get past him, B.A.
Hendricks has checked in for Bailey. And a change for the Magic. Isaac's checked in.
Well, what you like about Black is he processes quickly, and he moves quickly, plus great size for his position.
Here's Collier. Oh, sweet move. Oh, a special move before that shot. Collier's got 5.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Ben Carroll outside. There's a minute 54 left in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Pass to Howard. This one for 3. It's rebounded by George. On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 13-5 run. And here's Filipowski. Here's Collier. He's got 5. The crossover. Oh, great D that time from Isaac. Magic trail by 8. And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Spins. Bumped and finishes. Great stuff from Banchero.
Well, one thing that sets Banchero apart is his body control. The contact never breaks his rhythm.
Here's Collier. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Utah making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. While we have a small sample size of Isaiah Collier, he has shown impressive flashes so far.
Yeah, B.A., I really like how confident he is. When he's out on the floor, he carries himself like he belongs here. A confident mentality can go a long way for a young player.
Here's Collier, Black defending, and Nurkic throws it down.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, okay?
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Back to Jones. Orlando moving the ball around. Black outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Yusuf Nurkic picks one up.
Well, I think Black's agility caught the defense off guard there, and he's able to draw a shooting foul.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Markkanen up top. 16 points for him. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Nurkic has got 4 points this quarter. And here's Jones. That shot missing. And so it's the Utah Jazz. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build an advantage. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. The fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Jazz leading by 11. Fourth quarter on the court for the Magic. They've got Anthony Black. Desmond Bane is out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Markkanen from long range. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to Bane. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Here's what Utah has lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll be taking on Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. And for the Jazz, they're shooting a solid 53% from the floor. Markkanen outside. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
It is really hard to defend Markkanen at 7 feet. The blend of size and skill is incredible.
Lauri Markkanen.
Free throws off from Markkanen.
And when Markkanen is used correctly, he can be an important contributor. A big man who can really shoot, which is valuable in today's game.
From deep Bane, pure from three-point range.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Yep, that one's good. And the Jazz lead by 14.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Back to Bane. Jones with the ball. Picked by Isaac. Shot clock at 5. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. And stolen by Markkanen. Here's Collier. Pass to Nurkic. And there's the drive. Collier, no good.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Now Black, outside Jones. And here's Bane. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. And that's 13 points for Desmond Bane.
Just look at the body of Bane. He's so strong, and that helps him down low.
Here's Sensabaugh. Nurkic a screen on Bane. Here's Sensabaugh. Off the mark there with a 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
They set the screen. Here's Black. The putback.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Collier, defended by Jones. Nurkic a screen on Jones. Here's Markkanen. Utah gets it back. Good. And the Jazz lead by 12.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Making a switch here. Kessler's checked in. And a change for the Magic. Howard's checked in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach was seething about the turnovers. He said, I love everything we're doing but the turnovers. They're killing us. Let's clean up that before it sinks us.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Magic. Down by 12. Pass to Bane. Orlando moving the ball around. Now here's Jones. Shoots over Collier. Utah grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Hendricks. And the 3 off target. Now here's Jones. The teardrop from deep. No good that time. Jazz leading by 12. To the wing on the left. Down low. Here's Markkanen. Markkanen using his size inside.
Yeah, Markkanen staying after it. He has got it going.
Jones, the pass to Bane. Picked by Isaac. Turnaround Jay. Orlando again missing. Utah's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's Hendricks. misses the three. Magic trail by 14. And here's Bain. Picked by Isaac. Bain, the pass to Isaac. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Bailey's checked in for Hendricks. Mikhailuk comes in for Sensabaugh. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. Here's Mikhailuk. Here's Bailey. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
And that's a key bucket for Bailey, showing he can make a difference on the glass.
Jones against George. Jones, the pass to Howard. To snap the cold streak. And it's blocked by Kessler.
Oh, big blocker, Kessler. That is how you use your size.
Magic trail by 16. Jones with the ball. Picked up by Markkanen. Jones feels it out. The three from Bain. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's. For Utah, they've gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Bailey's shot is off. Orlando has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Pass to Howard. Right side Bain. And it's blocked by Kessler. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
Timeout on the court. Charge to Orlando. All right, fans. I want everyone here in the arena to get up out of your seats.
And now we have a chance to see our player of the game, Ace Bailey.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. De Silva's checked in for Howard. Black comes in for Bain. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Jones. Jazz leading by 16. Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Kessler. George outside. Here's Mikhailuk. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the Jazz lead by 19.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Black. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Athletic finish right there by Black. I like when he goes up strong like this.
Here's Mikhailuk. Pass to Markkanen. And he drops it in from the low post. Markkanen's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, Markkanen is just such an effective scorer. He makes the most of his opportunities.
And Carroll with it. Oh, Ben Carroll throws it down.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
George, no good.
Trying to close out, you gotta know who's hot and who's not.
George against Suggs. Pass to Ben Carroll. Back to Suggs. Picked by Carter. And And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Suggs just staying active and goes to the line now.
Jalen Suggs. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And they've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Suggs hits them both.
Well, each year, Suggs comes on a little stronger, and he has really improved his efficiency.
Pass to Mikhailuk. And here's Kessler. George outside. Here's Mikhailuk. The 3-ball. The rebound by Carter.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Carter, a screen on George. And there's the lob. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, if you get that ball anywhere near the rim, Carter knows what to do with it.
Jazz leading by 13. Here's Kessler. Outside George. Now Kessler. Marking it outside. Jacks up a 3. Cash from downtown.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
Now here's Suggs. Into the lane. Yes! Using that window.
Well, I like when Suggs takes initiative on offense. These drives to the rim help get him going.
George with it. Guarded now by Black. Kessler. Oh, the slam! Off a fantastic lead pass. What a play!
You know, that was an excellent play right there. Using his strength to power through contact.
At the line for Utah, Walker Kessler. Shooting 1.
And Kessler is just a steady, reliable big man because he shoots a good percentage and defends the rim well.
Now here's Suggs.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now Carter. Suggs outside. Shot clock at 6. Oh, the shot is off. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. He takes it in. Yep, count it. And the Jazz lead by 19.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Orlando calls timeout. They're losing by 19. So for the Magic, Batase's checked in for Carter. Howard comes in for Paolo Banchero. And it's Jones in for Suggs. And here's Black. Over to the wing. Orlando moving the ball around. Pass to De Silva. Lets it go from deep. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Jazz.
I'd say the rim protection really turned things around in their favor.
Yeah, their defensive rotations have been superb. They've been trying to challenge every shot. I love their effort.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Ace Bailey.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kessler. Hendricks comes in for Bailey. And it's Collier in for Mikhailuk. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Grant?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Now here's Jones, just 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. There's Howard with the 3. It's hauled in by Collier. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hendricks. Off target with the 3. And the Magic with possession. Black outside. Pass to Howard from behind the arc. Doesn't go that time. Here's George. So we see the Jazz taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Lori, an impressive win tonight. What do victories like this tell you about where this team is headed?
It gives us confidence. We showed that if we play well and we play defense down the stretch, we can beat. And we've shown it. We can compete with anybody. We just got to do it for a full game.
Confidence is key down the stretch. Thanks, Lori.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And we present the player of the game, Ace Bailey.